how to get money for free. In this video, we're going to talk about money hacks to get money for free and to start to get out of the rat race and have the freedom to cash out of this game and buy the life that you want. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and here's how to get free money. Now, before we drop into this, make sure you hit the like button on the side, right over there on the side, and let's dive right into it. Here's what you got to realize. There's a good portion of people that saw the title of this video and immediately thought even if there was money available, they wouldn't be able to get it because they don't think they're good enough, smart enough, or it's too hard to get it. So instead of actually desiring the money and deciding that they will have it, instead they wish for it, they hope for it, and by default, they cancel out a decision that they can actually have it. They actually decide that they can't have it before they even hear the rest of the video. So comment down below, money is mine in 2020. Comment down below, money is mine in 2020. Comment down below, money is mine in 2020, and feel what I'm saying. Like, I'm not just saying comment something. Like, sometimes people comment and they go, yeah, sure, your channel does well telling people to comment. Yeah, because I want to make sure that you don't just watch another video like this as television and go on to the next one. Like, feel the essence of what I'm saying. Make a decision. Get excited right now that you will have money. So think about accumulating money just like a game or a competition, just like anything else, and every single one of us are contestants in this actual game. Now, if you think about it like this, the goal is to accumulate the money to buy the life that you want and have the freedom that you want in life before the entire fiat currency system, paper currency system, collapses. So here's the thing. Almost everybody else in the game believes they can't get it. So you already have a competitive advantage. Most people have these 7 blocks that we're going to be sharing in this video, so they couldn't get free money even if they wanted it. And by free money, get this, all money is technically free. The idea that you have to have money to make money is totally ludicrous. There's more money printed every single day. That's the biggest problem that our global financial system has, is that never in history have we had every single currency in the world that is fiat, that's backed by nothing. That's more of it is printed every single day. The problem is actually they print so much money, the Fed prints so much money that the actual currencies are losing value entirely, and they're going to keep going this way, and in the worst case scenario, hyperinflation happens, which happened to Zimbabwe. My point is this: there is so much money in circulation. Cash is trash. You don't want cash, you want the things that you can buy with it. That's what you want. So there's more than enough money out there for you. You just need to know these 7 hacks. So the first one is that money is hard. So money is hard is technically the opposite of this title, which is that you can make free money. So the idea that money is hard is just an improper definition of the word. Money is energy would be a lot more proper. Money is a reward for service rendered. That would be a lot more realistic definition. Another one would be that money is just a medium of exchange. That's all money is. But if your definition of money is that money is hard, guess what your life is going to be? Money is hard. It's the same thing with love. You hear people say a lot of times that love is pain. It can be painful and challenging at times. I would never define it as love is pain. My wife and I have been together for like about 7 years, and we've had an incredible life together. I would never define love as pain, because if I did, my relationship and the future I was creating for myself would follow that definition. The way that you define life with your free will determines your financial life. You have to erase the idea that money is hard. Money is a medium of exchange. Money is energy. And if you have a positive relationship with money, you have a good idea, you're going to attract money, regardless of whether it's hard or whether it's easy. And one might even argue this is the easiest time in human history to have money, Because so much of it is in circulation, money is so cheap, interest rates are so low, there's the internet, it's never actually been easier to have an idea or a business and have it all across the world. It's like this is about as free of money as you can get, and technically it basically is free because interest rates are so low. So erase the idea that money is hard and start to instead say, money comes to me freely and easily. What if you started to believe that money came to you freely and easily, instead of that money is hard? I guarantee you, if you said that 10,000 times in a day, you would start to believe it and then you would act on that. Just like you plug a GPS in a car to take you to Los Angeles, it's gonna direct you to Los Angeles even if you make wrong turns. It's programmed to get to Los Angeles. Your mind is programmed to attract or repel money. It's called your reticular activating system. It's the part of your brain wherever your attention is, that's what it focuses on, because there's billions of bits of information happening every single second. Like right now, my neighbor, a couple houses up, I can hear their leaf blower right now. It's really annoying. I don't like leaf blowers. I hope someone invents a silent leaf blower, but I'm not really focusing on it. I've essentially blocked it out, but I could allow my mind to go there. You could allow your mind to be distracted by something else, phone, text message, but you're here focused singularly on the words that I'm saying as you breathe in and breathe out. Let's do one more breath in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Clearing your mind and erasing your mind from the idea that money is hard. Now you begin to say what? Money flows to me freely and easily. Money comes to me freely and easily. So comment that down below. Money comes to me freely and easily. Comment that down below. Money comes to me freely and easily. Start saying that. And every time you catch yourself, or your mind right now where you're listening to me, your mind might go, this is ridiculous, this is silly, this is so impractical, this is new age. There's no debating that your perception about reality, especially money, is what determines your bank account. And you would never hear a rich person say that money is hard, or that there isn't enough to come by. No, they believe that money flows freely and easily. So comment that down below. Money flows freely and easily. The second money hack is to stop believing that money is somehow bad or evil. I'm going to give you a couple examples. The most traditional example is from religions who through thousands of years have presented this biblical teaching that money is the root of all evil and somehow you're going to go to hell, or Satan is going to eat your soul and microwave it and then put some marinara on it and eat it as a pasta dish. So the idea that you sold your soul to money, or that money is bad or money is evil, is so ludicrous. It is such a ludicrous statement. Let's look at it from a religious perspective. Then we're going to look at it from a social issue perspective that a lot of people have today, which is like that if you have money, somehow you're not a good person because there's people all over the world that are starving and hungry and they don't have school and they don't have cars and they don't have these things, yet you want to have tons of money. Somehow that makes you bad. We'll go there in a minute, but first, let's go to the religious aspect. Okay, religious aspect. The idea that money is the root of all evil and you sold your soul to Satan and blah, 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 and all that stuff I said about how he's going to microwave your soul and eat it with marinara or whatever. So the idea of this is absurd. So if you believed in the idea of God in any respect, whether you believe that in a traditional religious perspective or a more spiritual one, and you just believed in some form of a higher energy power, or you believe in the universe, or whatever you believe in, the idea that it's evil is ludicrous because we're all one and we're all come from this God energy or this universal energy. From a scientific perspective, a wall is made of what? Atoms. Your body is made of atoms. Science now finds that 99% of an atom is empty space. 95% of everything physical is actually non-physical. It's all energy. That's all everything is. This energy is God. And there's just a bunch of different variations of this one energy. And we're all one with it. So if God created everything, don't you think God would want you to experience the fullness of life? You think God would say, no, I don't want you to be able to drive your favorite car with the cold wind on your face in the convertible with the seat heaters on, because that's evil. even though while you're doing it, you have the best time because you love cars or you love the cold breeze on your face, and while you're doing it, you're screaming in the middle of the night driving down the Pacific Coast Highway with the smell of the beautiful salt air, and you're going, I love you, God, thank you so much. When I'm in America, when I'm in mainland rather, I feel like sometimes Hawaii is in America, but when I'm on the mainland, I have a sports car and it makes me feel like that. It doesn't make me focus on materialistic objects like the car, even though I'm enjoying the car. It's a paradox. It makes me remember that I'm so blessed to be alive, and I'm thankful for this forgiving and universal, totally abundant energy flow called God. You don't think God would want you to have that, or if you had a certain house that you wanted, or you love skiing, but skiing's now really expensive, snowboarding's really expensive. You don't think that God would want you to have a lot of abundance so that you could afford to take your whole family for very expensive skiing? You don't think that God would want you to have the money in order to build your favorite charity? It's like, it's such a silly statement. I firmly believe institutions and religions have perpetuated that to such a deep level, because there's going to be people that are going to comment on this and they're going to, for lack of better terms, degrade me and cuss me out and say I've sold my soul to Satan for not understanding this properly, which, if that's you, hey, how are you? So the idea is so absurd. The idea is that you're meant to live the fullness that the universe wants you to experience. Now, if you say, well, what does that phrase in the Bible mean then? Okay, here's what I think. I think it's saying that money can lead to quote unquote evil. It's really not evil at the end of the day. The word sin means to miss the mark. So it's just that you miss the mark. If you're missing the mark and you have like 14 cars and your whole point is so you can post them on Instagram and look cool in front of people, you've missed the mark. You've essentially, like, that's what they're saying is evil, because you're putting all the emphasis on the physical realm, on the flesh and the material possessions. Like, you think if you get another car, that's when you're going to be cool, or that's when people will like you, or if you have really nice watch, that's what's going to make you cool, and that's what's going to make you rich. We can enjoy all these things, but they're not the kingdom of heaven is within. And if you are enjoying all the material blessings that life has to offer and remembering that it comes from a higher universal substance, then not only are you not evil, you're in alignment with this universal power. You're actually doing God's work. You think that God created all this stuff so that you don't fly first class? God was like, I'm going to put first class, and I'm going to make the Wright brothers come up with the idea to bend a piece of metal and fly it over the ocean so you can go anywhere in the world really fast. And you've always wanted to go to the Great Wall of China or to Australia. And here's the thing though. If you fly first class, you're going to be evil. I want you to get the last seat in the back closest to the bathroom so it smells bad all the time. And that's when you're going to be closest to heaven's gates. No. So comment down below, money is good. Comment down below, money is good. Comment that down below, money is good. Okay, so now let's approach the second phase of the idea of money is evil, and that's from the social perspective, and that's like, well, you shouldn't want a lot because there's people starving and hungry and the world's all messed up, and so you're a bad person if you have it. That's absurd. It's absurd for a lot of reasons. Money just makes you more of what you already are. So if you're a generous person, if you have more money, you're going to have more opportunity to be more generous. If you're a nice person, you're going to be able to pay for someone's groceries behind you. You're going to be able to buy a single mother that you know a car because she doesn't have a car, so she's taking the bus to work after she walks her kid to school. You're going to be able to do more good in the world. If you're a nice and generous person, you're going to be able to actually make the world better. You're going to be able to donate to great charities, help kids, further education. Money makes you more of what you already are. Furthermore, there's so much money in circulation, it's not an either-or thing. So if you get $1 million, you getting $1 million isn't taking away from somebody else getting $1 million, from some families that are struggling financially, or from children in Africa. You're not taking away from that, actually. So the idea is absolutely absurd. So, in fact, you actually can make the world a better place by being rich. You're seeing all the times, like everything from like, money buys politics, money's corrupting all these different industries like education and blah, blah, blah. And like you always see those types of news stories. Money is corrupting the health industry and this industry. Okay, so guess what? If you were a multi-billionaire, you could actually combat that stuff. Even if you weren't a multi-billionaire on a local level, if you really wanted to be into that stuff, you need money. We need people that are generous and kind and happy and are watching channels like this so they have a spiritual foundation and they have optimism and joy in their life. We want those kinds of people to have money. We want people that can enjoy the material world but recognize the material world is a byproduct of the spiritual realm. So they're people that are really tapped in and tuned in spiritually, and they know that the kingdom of heaven is within. So you're actually going to help more people if you get rich. Okay, the third money hack is, so first of all, the block is that I don't have a skill. Somebody said this to me recently. I don't have a skill. Like, I don't even know what skill. They said they were in their 50s and they said, I've been out of work so long, like I don't even have a skill. Like I'm screwed. And I said, first of all, that's stupid, because money isn't necessarily based off of skills. And then they thought they weren't intelligent enough. Money doesn't come necessarily based off of your IQ. It doesn't. Money is the product of an idea. So if you decide that money is good, if you follow the breadcrumbs here, that money is actually not hard, money can come to you freely and easily, that money is good, you'll actually be doing God's work if you have it, you can make the world a better place from a political, economic, and social perspective if you have it, and so you firmly believe all of these things, then the next in line is, not only do you believe it's possible then, but you believe that it's important for you to have it. So now you're open, you're mentally in a space to come up with great ideas and pursue them. So ideas will come to you. Ideas come to you when you're in the shower. I like some of the best ideas in the world come to people while they're like doing random things. So things can come to you, like for instance, the DNA helix. I think that idea that the people that fully fleshed it out, finally it came to them when they were sleeping or something. It came to them in a weird random way. And that's what will happen to you. So you need to stop saying to yourself that you don't have the skills. You need to stop saying to yourself that you don't know how, because you can acquire the skills. And you don't need to know how, you need to know what. And the what in this instance is that you're deciding now that you're going to have financial independence. You're deciding now that you're going to have a positive relationship with money. You're going to get out of debt. You're going to have the money to buy the things that you want. You're going to save more than you spend. You're going to invest more than you spend. And you're going to remember the whole time that happiness comes from within yourself. At this position, you open yourself up to ideas. And then it comes along, well, what ideas do you have? If money is a reward for service rendered, what ideas of value do you have to contribute to other people's lives? Now, all it is something that people are willing to pay for, because money's energy, they're paying for convenience. Anything from house cleaning to online business to books to music. People pay for all of these things and everything in between, from dentists to haircuts. Although, as you can tell, I haven't paid for a haircut recently. They pay for these things for the convenience of the result they get. So money isn't based off skill. And money's certainly not based off of IQ. There's certainly a lot of billionaires, there's certainly a lot of wealthy people that had dyslexia, that didn't have a middle school education. So eliminate the idea that money comes from a skill and accept this money hack, that you're good enough and smart enough for it, and that it comes from great ideas. Now, your job here is to come up with them. So just start to get your mind working. Pull out a piece of paper like this, and right at the top of the paper, write 10 money-making ideas, or right at the top of the paper, 10 additional income sources, and just come up with them. 9 of them might suck, all 10 of them might suck. It might take you 20 minutes. Why? Because you aren't conditioned to think about how to earn money. You aren't conditioned to come up with ideas like this. You are connected to the infinite supply of the universe. You are one with God. Therefore, God's ideas can flow through you. The greatest and the best ideas can flow through you. You might be like, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. It doesn't matter. It's ideas that will come through you. All you need to do is start to be open to them by doing this. So pull out a piece of paper, write out 10 money-making ideas, and come up with 10. 9 of them might suck. When you find the best one, star it or circle it and go about pursuing that idea. The next one is that money is not that important. So here's the money hack. Start to believe that money is important. Think about it. When I was struggling financially year after year with my career, trying to get it off the ground, and it was becoming frustrating, what I started to tell myself was, at least I'm happy. It was a rationalization that I had from my lack of success that I had in my life. And people without money say this: money isn't that important. Of course, money is not everything, but it's certainly important. And then they go like this: well, I'd rather be happy than have money. I'd rather be happy and have money, personally. And you can have both of them, but you have to make the decision to do that. So you can start to look at money just like anything else. If money is energy and everything else in the universe is energy, think about it like a relationship. If you had a significant other, romantic significant other in your life, and you told them that they weren't that important or happiness was more important, they probably wouldn't stay with you very long. Money does the same thing. It comes when you actually have it as a part of your worldview. So what I want you to do is comment down below, I am happy and rich. Make the decision to have both rather than either or. People without it constantly make the decision or rationalization that it's an either or. I can have money or I can be happy. I can sell my soul or I can be free. What about having both of them? Comment down below, I am happy and rich. The next one, as a block that people say, is they're not blank enough. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm too fat, I'm too old, I am blank. And only you know what your limiting beliefs are. Take a minute, take a deep breath in and out, and think about one of them. Just breathe in and out. What's one of yours? I know when I started my career, I was a 19-year-old dropout and I was never very good at school. So my main two were, I was 20 years old and I traveled around the world and I self-published my first book and no one would publish it. So my first one was that I thought that I was too young to be successful. That is the stupidest thing ever, but I believed it. Really believed it for a lot of years, and I didn't start to create success until I realized that I'm a spiritual being in a physical body. This is just an object. My body is just an object that I am utilizing for a spiritual experience here. Therefore, there's no way I could ever be too young. Only you know what your limiting beliefs are, but let me remind you, you are one with God. Therefore, you are worthy of everything that you desire in life. How could you not be worthy of it if you are one with God, if you are a child of God, if you are a divine being? You're gonna be worthy of having money or the freedom that it can buy you in life, whatever that is to you. Why would you not be if you're one with it? It's this, think about it really rationally. If you believe that you are one with God, or you are a child of God, or you are a divine being, or you're one with Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, spirit, energy, consciousness, the universe, the divine, if you're one with it, then you're worthy of its other creations. In this instance, money or the things that it can buy. So you are worthy of what you want. Comment down below, I am worthy of what I want. Comment that down below and say it. Like, really feel what I'm saying. This is real. You are worthy of the things that you want. Just press delete button on everything that the adults around you told, on the old limiting beliefs in childhood. It's time to reprogram them. It's time to reprogram them. So comment down below, I am worthy of what I want. The next money hack is, first, blocking the way that we're attracting it, is the idea that the 1% are rigged it so much you can't even get any. The rich people have taken all the money. Again, the biggest actual and reality economic problem that we have is more money is printed every single day. There's so much money in circulation, it's losing its value. So the idea that there isn't enough of it is just economically, it's wrong. And then the idea that the rich people have all of it, I believe that's actually by design, that the rich people have set the system up that way from a media and idea perspective to convince us that they have it all so that we don't even try. Like, that's what I believe. I believe that it's also a rationalization that's been passed down by people that don't have any money. And it's spread like wildfire. If you believe that other people have it all, you can't get it. The only way you would ever be able to get it is if you could put them all in jail, and you're never going to be able to put them all in jail, so I guess you're just not going to have any. Unless you accept the money hack. And the money hack is that large sums of money come to you quickly and easily. And it has nothing to do with other people. The only way to do it is to take 100% personal responsibility and not say that Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump or the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers or the Bushes or the whoever, they have it and that's why I don't have it. Okay, sure, I agree with you. There's probably secret societies and they probably existed for thousands of years. I'm probably on board with you on that. But they're not blocking you from having the freedom that you want in life. You're blocking yourself by creating a boogie monster that you can't control. So start to say that large sums of money come to you quickly and easily. Say it to yourself, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Comment down below right now, large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Comment that down below. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Last but not least, family curses and past stuff. And I say family curses, like the idea where you're like, well, no one in my family's ever been good with numbers, so I won't be good with numbers, or you believe in like spiritual karma, or you're just attached to your past. Because from an actual neuroscientific perspective, your brain actually builds its neural networks and its synaptic connections based off of past experiences and past emotions. So logically, all your brain is an artifact that has memorized the past. It's literally memorized the past into its neural networks. So if you haven't had the financial life that you want, or the adults around you didn't, in your formative years, you memorize that pattern into your brain. It's time to press the delete button. Just like, all right, so before this video, my Mac was running really slow, so I took like 17 zillion video files of old videos I'd uploaded to YouTube, and I drag and dropped and I deleted them all off the computer. All of a sudden, my computer works well. What did I do? I used something called the good old delete button, the good old trash bin. And I want you to imagine right now taking the files, because that's all they are, they're a virus. Take the virus files that say that you can't have freedom and abundance in your life and drag them into the trash can. And then say this phrase, thank you, but that's not part of my belief system. Every time that somebody tells you you can't do it, every time something doesn't happen the way that you want, and your mind wants to start to believe that money is hard and evil and you can't get it, you just say this. Thank you, but that's not part of my belief system. Thank you, but that's not part of my belief system. You have something in this life called free will, and that's the ability to think and feel and act however you want to act. You're not bound to your past, and you're certainly not bound to the adult figures' belief systems that you grew up around. Okay, thank you for watching this video all the way through on 7 money hacks and 7 blocks that are stopping you from attracting money into your life. So when you start to believe the idea that money actually is totally abundant, you're gonna start to see it show up in your life. So what I want you to do is go right there down below to thesecondmind.com. I created a technology to start to reprogram your brain. There's a term in neuroscience called Hebb's Law. It says that nerve cells that fire together wire together. Your brain builds the actual neural connections. It gets wired to certain realities. We talked about that earlier. I created a technology to start reconditioning and retraining your brain to build new neural connections of prosperity, of abundance, of attracting great opportunities, of having money and freedom in your life. When you can retrain and recondition your brain for that, you will have it in your life. So it's a free demo. Over 100,000 people from all over the world have used it. It's right there down below. It's thesecondmind.com. So go to the comments and you'll see it pinned to the comments right there down below. It's thesecondmind.com. It's right there down below. So go ahead and use that for free to start reconditioning and retraining your brain. But all I ask is that you come back and share your success story of the fantastic things that you've attracted into your life from the Second Mind and from this channel. If something great has happened to you in your life, please be sure to comment it right there down below. I would love to hear your story, and I'd love for you to share it with thousands of people from all over the world as well, right there down below. So go ahead, hit the like button as well. It's right there on the side, right over there, and this is what sends this video out into the YouTube universe. So if you enjoyed this video and you're excited about the fantastic things headed your way, make sure you hit the like button. It's on the side. It's right over there. And then make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell notification right over there. For whatever reason, YouTube doesn't notify you for new videos unless you hit the bell notification. So even if you already subscribed a long time ago, just make sure that you actually hit the bell notification on the side right over there. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. I truly appreciate it. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Great opportunities are headed your way. Remember, say it to yourself. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. Say it. Large sums of money come to me quickly and easily.